The Beat 139 featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash. Harlem's #1 show.
What's up, y'all? We back. Third interview.
Third interview today.
You know what I'm saying? We working like old times. You know?
The phone number.
So check this out, y'all. So they say we say the best for last sometimes, right? That's how we gonna carry this interview. We gonna make this thing go crazy. You know, without further ado, bring it in, Doc.
My name Doc, Shake the Block.
Don Vito, voice for the people. What's going on?
Okay.
Ain't nothing. Today we got Laniqua And Lenasia, the daughter of Big Lee from NFL, and Big L, the legendary rapper. The nieces of legendary rapper Big L, and also my nieces.
Okay, there it is. So 139th Street.
Yeah.
Big Lee, Big L the rapper. This should be a good one. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to get right. So you got somebody on the screen. You want to introduce her?
Unless you want to introduce herself.
You want to introduce yourself?
Hey, cutie.
Hey, y'all.
Speak loud for us, please.
Huh?
Talk loud.
I'm Lenasia. I'm Big Lee's youngest child and his personal favorite, you know.
Oh,
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
She low.
Huh?
What's up,
Can you turn her up a little bit? We're going to try to get your mic right. Say
All right,
something.
babe. Yeah, can y'all hear me now? Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, Jay know what he's doing. Hold on, Jay do. Hold on.
Got a shout out to my boy Tommy Ryan in the building.
yeah, Tommy.
Okay. All right, so
You put the phone number up, Jay.
you tell everybody, you know, how was life growing up on.
Hold up, you ain't introduced me. Hold up. I ain't introduced
I thought I
myself.
did, right?
Well, you
just-
did.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
But I
She
didn't.
wants you to do it.
Well, anyway,
Okay,
you know,
do your thing.
that's the baby that right there. But I'm the oldest. I'm the first. I'm the one that got it started. Okay. Y'all
There
know.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
So introduce yourself. Tell them.
So yes. All
Make it
right.
big, Jay.
I'm Laniqua, aka Lonnie Lee. I am a celebrity slash travel hairstylist. And what can I say? I'm from 139 and type 40 because I had
Nah, 139. 139.
I was about to drag it, right?
Nah, yeah, we ain't doing that.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, the danger zone.
All right, so
So you said, go ahead, Vito.
yeah, you saying celebrity stylist. So I mean, what are celebrities you work with?
Those are DNAs, okay? So I
DNA?
can't speak. I mean DNAs.
NDAs, right?
NDAs. Sorry, I said
Oh,
DNA.
NDAs, yeah.
Yes.
Non-disclosure
But
agreement.
Those are NDAs. I can't speak on
Oh,
that.
so they don't want to let you know that you do they
No,
do they.
I mean we got an agreement. So
Okay, I got you.
therefore,
Okay.
we gonna stick to the agreement. I don't be one to because I don't really normally say that, but that's exactly.
No, if you
know,
got an
who I
NDA,
am.
you ain't got no choice.
I got it. You know, that's what I do. So
Right, okay.
you know what I mean.
Right.
And-
All right. So how was
and
life
it's-
growing up
and it's
on
relevant to
139?
today.
How was life growing up 139?
Life growing up on 139 was actually fun. Like back in the day, we used to have like a ball. Like down from the water fights to all of the basketball games to the block parties with DJ Starsky and Donald sitting there DJing, and, you know, dropping nothing but the hits. Yeah, and back then, you know, we had the people like my dad giving back to the community and pouring into the community. And, you know, just, you know, throwing basketball tournaments or like, you know, betting the kids on the court. Like, if, you know, like, and also my grandmother, she was the president of the block association. So, you know, it was like, it was real fun growing up. We had a time, like everybody on that block was like family. So it wasn't really, you know, like I can't really say nothing bad back then. Those weren't the dark days. That's when like really light really shined on that block when everybody was a family and everybody was together. And you know, that's exactly why we're here, because there have been a lot of things going on, you know, as far as, you know, on YouTube, or a lot of things that people have been putting out that has been negatively impacting our lives. And and mentally. And you know, me and my siblings, we just used to let people say what they wanted to say, and we just, you know, kind of stay quiet, like, you know, about the situations. And people would, like, even the people that knew my dad, like, would paint, they're painting this picture of him being kind of like a monster on these sites, and it's like it's getting a little out of hand, and they're not like really, they're not focusing on the good things. They're focusing on things that they can't, like, you know, they're like, you know, their stories, and you know, they're not here to back their stories up. So, you know, they could just put out whatever they want to put out, and you know, people that don't know is gonna fly with it. But the people who know, they know.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm
So
sorry.
you coming
gotta
out?
give me a little
No,
minute
no,
to get
no. You
a little bit more comfortable.
you cool. You
My
too
nerves is on 100. This is, you know, a little
She about
first
to go
time
on
doing
10.
it.
Cool.
I know I'm like a little Miss Personality, but this is a little
In this
different.
era right now, see, you spoke on an era that I grew up in, right?
Right.
That I know about 100%.
Absolutely.
Where it was black love, you know, in the blocks and all over Harlem, you know? But what I'm saying nowadays, you got a lot of people talking bullshit about people, you know, some OGs, so they ain't about that life no more. They don't want to have no more problems, and some of them are gone. In this day and time, everybody's it's all about stories now, you know?
Right.
It's all about the stories. People selling stories and people bringing up stories to clear air. People bringing up stories because motherfuckers don't know what they talking about. People bringing up stories because of, this is just the era of the stories. Everything is a story right now. And the best stories are the stories that from us, the OGs, you understand? Male and female, who lived through these stories. A lot of rappers is rapping about it. A lot of people are putting it in commercial. A lot of stuff they using, it came from our hood, right?
Yeah.
So now
And
back
then
to you.
Not to cut you off, but also people are rapping like they're there or they were there.
Exactly
or
what
like
I'm saying.
They knew.
Yes.
They knew what was going on, or they actually met my father, or met Lamont, or something like, you know, and
they capping.
Yeah, it's like, you
But
know.
you here now as the daughter, as the family member, to clear the air or to tell her what the real deal is because it's your family. You got to protect your family reputation and name by all means necessary.
Right.
So keep going.
But I'm gonna tell what's real to me. I can't really speak on what, you know, went, like a lot of what went down. That's not my place. My mom always told me to stay in the child's place. And if y'all want that story, that exclusive, that's on her. But you know, but
I like that Big L jacket.
Yeah, Tommy, you know, hit me up like
Shout out to Tom for that.
Tom, like come get this.
Yeah, I like that Big L
So
jacket.
I had to go over there and come get it. Yeah, it's real cute. It's cute or whatever.
It's hot.
Yeah,
but go continue what you were saying.
Yeah, but you know, it's just like for us, like that was our dad, and what people don't understand is that all of these stories.
So tell them, cause see everybody from Harlem. Tell the viewers what your dad name is.
So my dad name is Leroy, aka Big Lee. He went by the name Big Lee. That's our dad. Yeah.
Right.
So sorry that's our dad. You know, she already claims she the fave, but whatever. She the fave. I'm the first.
And you here for what?
I'm here to like shine a light on the positive things.
Okay.
Not the negative things, like who my father was as a person. Like it's people paying out there, they going on with these stories like they know, but a lot of people who actually know and knew who my father was. If you know, you know. You understand? So yeah, so that's what I'm here. I'm here to clear the air about that. And also, I don't know if y'all know, but well, everybody know by now. It was kind of like spent on us. Lamont, well, I don't know.
Say Big L.
Big L, sorry. I got it. But you know, I know him as Lamont.
It's my job to correct you for the people, for the audience.
Big L is my uncle, and they dropped the album on Friday, and you know it was a lot of things on there that was a little bit triggering, and I feel like people sit here and talk about my dad, but he was an actual dad. He have kids, and people don't take into consideration of how we feel. You get what I'm saying? Like people talk about these stories, and they talk about these stories like that was their story. But this is our story. We actually lived this. I don't care whether you was a cousin, a auntie, a brother, whatever. We are his children. We actually lived this, and we actually took the most L's. We lost our uncle, then we lost our dad, then our grandmother, and then recently our brother. You understand? So it's like a lot of things. It's like a lot of things we have been throughout our childhood, and it's like we can't heal from that mentally. Because people, every time we turn around, people have something to say or something negatively to say, or a story is dropping, and we have to sit there and not really listen to it, but it really comes to us all the time. And it's like we've been through all of that as a child, and we can't, like, you know, some things that we went through in life, and we can't get past it because you have people doing interviews about two dead men from about what? I'm 30 years old, about to be 40 years old. Things that happened 20 plus years ago. That, you know, they just keep bringing up, and then trying to like you know, just kind of like dig them out the grave. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
go ahead. Let me just say something, right? This is what I'm going to say names. I'm not going to do what you do because I want to get the audience some clarity. Now, like I said, we family. This is my family, right?
right.
And I'm going to protect my family at the end of the day. That's why I'd rather her come here. Than I didn't want her to do it, but she's like, I'm going to go on another platform, so I'd rather come here and we ain't going to get too crazy, right? But the people don't understand how to affect the kids.
Right.
Right? Now, like she's saying, stories they trying to heal. You know, it's been books that was written that wasn't good, that was a bunch of lies, it was incorrect. A bunch of interviews. And then also, like I said, you have like Cam and Mase, who has a show, a big platform. And they from the hood, right? Now, Cam, this is shit I got mad and I went on platforms and spoke on this because Big L not here to defend herself and Leroy not here to defend herself.
Right.
And one thing I don't like, I couldn't do it. Like me and my man Vito Cash, any of us, if I know, and we should speak on this about Alpo, when a lot of people know they wouldn't say it when he was here, but then say it now, I think that's cowardice. Now we all know if Leroy was here, that nobody wouldn't be saying
exactly.
nothing. That's the shit that get me mad.
Exactly.
If you're gonna stand on it, stand on it. You know you wouldn't have been saying nothing if he was here. So the problem I have with that was,
and even when little Leroy was here.
But
exactly.
You got a big platform. Everybody, we show love. We all from the same hood. To me, it was unnecessary. You didn't have to do it.
Right.
So Cam threw a bone, but then tried to sit in the back and say, I just asked a question. It was premeditated.
Right.
You knew what Mase was going to say.
Right.
And to me, I was out there. See, like she can't speak on it because she's younger. I'm out there, and everybody know what it is. So the thing I didn't like was L had a big fan base. They love Big L, right?
Right.
So when he threw the bone and Mase came out and said, Big L tried to get me robbed, and they had the video of the Spanish dude that robbed him, right? And him and Shamgard. He said, L, now mind you, all these years, nobody never heard this shit, right? So this is in the 90s. He said he got robbed. Now, we always heard from the gate, the Spanish dude who robbed, the dude didn't even speak English. That's number one. Where did L get this dude from to rob him? He even speak no English. So boom, he gets robbed, right? They had red on, Shamgar and Mase. Back then, the Bloods was like got in the streets because it started in jail. It got heavy in the streets. So the dude got robbed by Bloods. And first thing he see guys, you know, to Spanish people, you know, he's a hick. He was a hick. You gonna he saw them, he robbed them. Right. He gets caught. Yeah. But now, like I said, he come to the story, oh, L tried to rob me. So what made me speak out against it, so I'm like, all right, they want to say this shit is whatever. Yeah. But now reading the comment section and all the people, I just like Big L, fuck Big L. So now his fans turning on him. Right. And they looking at him, oh, he's grimy. Now people like, oh, L be setting people up. I'm glad he dead. And this, that, and the third. Started making YouTube channels. They start doing all this. So now that's when I came up and I got on, shout out to Gully TV, and I got on there and I said, nah, that wasn't true. Right. And they capping, talk about he robbed him. Where did you get this from? Right. And knowing, and then they trying to make it like, oh, L, and then, like I said, it keep going. You put them in a negative light. This like recently, even when Cam and Dame Dash got into it, and Dame Dash was like, yo, him, Big L, and Cam was in the car, and they was like, no, Big L would have got him robbed, like he was grimy. I'm around L all the time. What homeboys, name a dude to come out right now to say he was with Big L and L got him set up. Now people like, oh, Big L, then they saying, oh, his brother and his son, Leroy got him killed. His own father got his brother killed. Yeah. So it just was a whole bunch of negative, and y'all got to hear it.
And act like, we got to hear it, and they act like,
y'all got to hear it.
They act like, you know, we don't feel we don't feel that. Like me, like I've been going through depression all my life. I'm just starting to get the help that I need here at this big age right now. Like kind of like this year, because it was like, I'll come out of it, go into it, come out of it, go into it. And my whole thing with Cam and Mase, they watched me grow up. I used to be around Mase a lot. You know, we used to have the workout thing next to 39th Street, and they used to come and sit on the benches and stuff. I used to I used to like, well, I don't say I have love for Mase, but it's really disappointing. Like Cam, he always came off a little, I don't know, he got all kinds of personalities to me.
Nah, but growing up before he came a rapper, he was totally different. He's cool. He wasn't like that.
You know, that stuff get to your head, little, you know. But my whole thing with them is, y'all sit here using the platform, from my understanding, I thought this was a basketball, like a sport.
It was. That's what I thought too.
Wasn't it?
A sports podcast.
To my understanding, I thought it was a sport podcast. So why is my father or Lamont even being mentioned when you're supposed to be talking about basketball? Didn't he, wasn't he playing basketball when he was a kid?
Nah, he played ball.
Like, why you don't focus on that? And my whole thing is, y'all supposed to be so Harlem. Y'all never did nothing for Harlem. I have never, not once, remember them giving back to the community. I have never, not once, seen Cam come throw something for the kids, or Mase come throw something for the kids, or whatever. Like, I've never seen that. We had so many kids growing up on, so many of the guys, I grew up with, that on our block, that, was, real talented and on the scene. They ain't never go to the block and get them up out of the block. But you so Harlem though. But you never did nothing for your community. And it's like y'all sitting here trying to talk about, the past. How can you focus on the future if you so bent up on the past? Like these kids that's out here, they going through some things. And that, they need people. Like Cam, you so big, or you whatever, you have a platform. Yo, come teach these kids how to put the pen to the paper. It's a lot of talent out here. You get what I'm saying? And on top of that, matter of fact, you already got people who put my godbrother Pyrex got a mean pen to the paper. Mean flow. Come get him. Do something. If y'all wanna sit here and be so Harlem, come to Harlem.
But my thing is this, but then one thing everybody know, I don't like nobody lying on me. So, like I said, I was in jail at this time, but I've been around Leroy, been in situations with him. I never, with the toughest dudes that got joints, and he never tucked his tail. I mean, overly aggressive when at times niggas like, yo, it was a particular time, like I said, everybody know the odds is against us, and he still was like this, and they had nothing but the guys that will leave you. You know what I'm saying? Right. He still stood up. So when he said the story about, Lee and Aaron came to me at my at the Leroy and Camron when Leroy came home, him and Aaron stepped to him at the video, and Leroy tried to extort him. He said, I wasn't going for that. He tried to extort me, and I pulled out my joint, and he said, dudes had to pull joint. He said he ran him out the park.
Oh my God.
I know, you can't tell me nothing. The homie would have died right there. I mean, he dying right there. You had to kill him. No way in the world he tucking his tail to you. No way in this world he tucking his tail to you and getting up out of it.
And that's what I'm saying.
So when he said that, I went and I spoke on that. But at the end of the day, I had to be responsible and say, at the end of the day, I was in jail. I wasn't there. I said, I never heard the story or nothing. So I said, I don't think so. And it's hard for me to believe that. But when I get back to the block, when I get back to the block and ask around, I know, because I couldn't 100% stamp it. I was like 99.9 because I'm like, I know him. But when that happened, I got back to the block. They's like, no, he went to him on some cool shit. It was never no problem. And they wanted Dame Dash number to do business with Dame Dash. And then when Leroy did speak to Dame Dash, it was on some cool shit, not no extortion shit. That he talked to Dame Dash to try to get L music out, because Dame Dash, nothing about no extorting, no tough guy shit.
So where this coming from then, man?
No, like, he wanted to make up a story to make it look big. That's why I kind of was mad at Aaron, because I understand that Aaron, I get it, right? I get Aaron, he don't want to be, he probably just like, I don't want to deal with that nonsense.
Nah, but Aaron chill. He
chill, but I get that. But sometimes it comes to a point, I know everybody different, but he threw your name out there and said he ran y'all out the park. You and Leroy out the park. I ain't saying you have to say something, but it got to come to a point like, bro, like, you playing, and then you playing with a dude that's dead, and like, why? Like I said, it affected you, it's affected everybody, and you lying, and everybody, nobody never. Everybody
I mean, a lot of things affect us, like these
come.
Books that's coming out too, where they're painting themselves to be all gangster and stuff, and it's like, yo, we know y'all were never built like that. Like, that's what I mean by if you know, you know. But my whole thing is, my problem there is, y'all knew my dad. Let's talk about all the stuff that he did for y'all. Some of y'all wasn't put out and on the street, because if he had it, he was looking out. We even going back to the block parties. You get what I'm saying? Yo, my dad used to leave us, go get a whole bunch of firecrackers from wherever he went and got firecrackers from, to bring it back to the block when we had the court in the middle of the in the middle of the park, and have them like going off for hours. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So it's like y'all sitting there, y'all all like, and I'm gonna say like these NFL peoples. Y'all was supposed to be niggas for life. Mm-hmm. And y'all know what type of person my dad was at heart. My dad had a good heart. Mm-hmm. And it's like y'all sitting out here, y'all making like y'all telling these stories, and it's y'all stories. Like,
but it's lies. That's the thing about it. A lot of it lies. Like, I'm not saying every single thing, but a lot of it is lies. But my thing is, why? They don't even make no sense. Like I said, them two rappers, right? Not one time, nobody in the block ever came on platforms, try to disrespect Camron Mase. I know, see me, I get my own money and I do my own thing. But I never got down on them, but I privately dudes kicked them in the back. I don't kick them in the back because I do my own thing.
Right.
But dudes kick them in the back, but maybe smile on their face. But nobody never came on platforms disrespecting them. All right, cool. And anytime I always
Right.
gonna show them love. They from the block. Yo, what up? This thing I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all do y'all choose not to do like what you just said. They never did nothing for the kids. That's them. But guess what? Doc, Don, Vito, Keep Cash, and the Beat 139. We doing for the community.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to
But
be
my
rocking
whole-
with what
but
they
my-
not doing for the community. But my thing is this, right? What's the reason? Why?
That's what I'm
What
saying.
is the
Like, what is
reason
the
you
point?
doing
Like,
that?
where
There's
are
no
they? I
point.
just want
It
to
don't
know
make
where
no
these
sense.
stories are going. It's like everybody is trying to prey on our lifestyle. I mean, on our life story. When we the ones who we the ones who actually live this, but we're building our own. You get what I'm saying? Like this situation could have took us out, but God. You get what I'm saying? Any other person would have probably what we've been going through would have laid down. But nah,
Yeah.
what happened? Celebrity hairstylist, a whole doctor, a whole teacher, soon to be principal. Like at
She
what-
talk about the
like-
you have to be clear. You, like you said, you a celebrity house.
me a celebrity?
Nate right there is
Yeah,
a
but I
teacher.
want to
teacher.
hear more, but I want to hear
Nate's
what
a
this young
teacher.
lady got to say when y'all get a chance.
And
to see
LeSean
what
is a
she's on.
doctor. But
Right.
go ahead, we can talk to Nate.
So how you doing, Nate? We want to get
Hey,
your
how
input
y'all
on this
doing?
story here. You've been patiently waiting. You got your family right here, but we want to hear you say something right now. What's going on? How you feel about what your sister and your family said? What's going on?
I felt like by us remaining as silent as we was, we gave them an inch. But instead of them respecting the fact that we were humble and quiet and we're sitting here focusing on building our future versus focusing on things that happened over 20 years ago, they out here taking miles. I feel like it's extremely unnecessary for Camron, for Mase, for all these people to be speaking out. And when y'all speaking publicly and then going back and apologizing privately,
Right.
it defeats the purpose.
Right.
Keep that same energy that you had when you were out there on these podcasts saying what you were saying about our people.
Right.
At the end of the day, my uncle's not here to defend himself. My dad is not here to defend himself. But my dad has kids. He has grandkids. Not once was we considered when y'all out here writing books, doing interviews, dropping albums. My siblings and I, we didn't even find out about this album until a few days before it was released.
And then on top of that, they got a track
The one
on
with
the
Big, the one
album
with Big L.
that says
See, that-
Big
So
Lee-
who?
The one Big L.
You get what I'm saying?
Who has control? Who
Thank
owns
you.
the
I'm
music?
glad. See, we got to say Nate. I get what you're saying. I'm glad Vito said that because the crowd, like, they hearing it. So to make it clear, right? I feel a little different than how you feel about it because I don't really pay no mind. But basically, it's this. Vito asked a good question. He said, "Who's this?" So basically, he talking about the other uncle.
So my
Donald
other uncle
is
Donald
is Leroy brother.
Is Leroy brother.
Yeah.
He
And
threw out
he's
the
the
album.
one, and he is the one that's sitting here making moves. You get what I'm saying?
So who owns the rights to the music?
Shoot, I don't know who owned the rights to the music because
He-
it probably was sold by
Because
now.
I heard
I don't know.
a song with
Him and Nas, yeah.
and L on there,
Yeah.
right? I said, well, this shit sound kind of hype.
Yeah.
And then I saw on Instagram when Nas came to Harlem,
Yeah.
it took a flick
Yeah,
by
I
L.
seen that too.
By L.
Yeah.
What's
I
that?
seen that too.
So I'm trying to figure this out. I'm saying, so they might
But
get what
you
they
don't
do
even-
with Biggie, take Biggie old music and put it on
That's
there.
what they did,
But
yeah.
But
That's
we know who
essentially what
owned
they
the
did.
music. Well, who owned the rights to who owns L stuff? Because he got a lot of stuff.
I'm guessing Donald got it. I mean,
He got a lot of stuff. L got a lot of stuff.
So-
I heard some stuff from
He
him
got a
not
lot
too
of
long ago. Cause I go on the thing when I put the I do the social media for it. I be looking for different songs to look. So I ran across L name for a reason, and I started scrolling. I said, damn, cause I was going when that happened too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, there ain't no L all this shit. He got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he been had a lot of stuff.
And I listened to I listened to the joint with him and Jay-Z, right? Where L was rapping, and that's when young Jay-Z and L said something real crazy, fly with his style. Jay-Z came on with the Brooklyn style. L came back on Brooklyn Harlem, fire.
It's
You
just
can
fire.
play it now,
Yeah,
even
play
the
it
beat,
now. Yeah.
and it's still going. So I'm saying, because I was going for a lot, I said, there. L is like a Tupac, is like a Biggie. If these
Right.
guys would have never died, these guys would have been boom.
Yeah.
L was nice. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it because y'all saying that.
Nah,
lyrically, L was a monster. Like Jay-Z wasn't even on. Jay-Z wasn't even on his level at
He
that
was a
time.
beast with it.
He wasn't on
a
his
beast
level.
with it.
Jay-Z was growing in the rap game. L was like, I seen he was schooling
already
dudes
there.
on how to
Yeah.
say metaphors and rhymes and
Right.
do this and that.
He was definitely good with the
he was
metaphors.
giving back by teaching dudes how to make them rap better.
Right.
And then the unfortunate incident happened. Well, so now dudes is using his music. You got to find out.
No,
It's
Donald has it right.
He making
So
these moves.
her thing is, to me, that's
But
that's
listen,
his
can
brother.
I speak? No, so can I speak? That's his brother. But he still had other brothers. First of all, Donald he coming on the scene now. My dad was the one who was sitting there paying for Lamar's studio time and making sure he had everything that he needed. So let's
Let's
clear
tell
that.
us- tell that story.
Let's clear that.
Tell that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you said, unfortunate things happen. My whole thing is I don't care how you moving, cause you moving funny. You get what I'm saying? We get you moving funny or whatever. It's about you and yours, and it's a bunch of selfishness, and it's almost like.
But what gives him the right of way?
Whatever give him the right, he feel
has
like he has the right.
He has the
Even
catalog?
if he has the right.
He has the catalog, but my thing, I hear what you saying, right? And I get what you mad. And this,
I'm not mad because
but I get what
the problem is, see for us, we're building our own legacies. He gotta drag that because he gotta drag that for whatever reason. I ain't gonna bash him, like I ain't gonna do too much now. I'm just keeping it kind of low. But my issue is, if you gonna do these things, leave us out of it. Leave my dad out of it. You got a whole track naming my dad, like you from a artist that we don't even know. That's acting like he been there, mentioning our apartment number. You never met my uncle. You never met my dad. We go to pull him up and say he from the Bronx and Harlem. He's an underground rapper, but it's still, who are you? So for you to allow somebody to make a track accusing your brother of a serious allegation.
Oh, that was in the
that's
track?
what it did. See, I didn't hear that.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
accusing my dad, and you allow that, you approve that because you got your little 7 seconds of fame when you did your little track naming it out, you inserting yourself in. That was my issue. I don't care about, we don't need no money from that. We make our own money. We make good money. And our careers are just taking off. You get what I'm saying? We building our own legacies out here. We don't have to sit there and sell Lamont t-shirts just to make $1. Because I mean, to be honest, if we want to get technical, if we was on that, we would have probably been rich a long time ago. Because how smart we are and how we know how to do business moves. See, this album was sat there. If he would have did it right, and if he was doing it right, it would have been it's taken off a little bit, but it would have went far. It was poorly executed. It was poorly promoted. You had his fans like, oh, is that really an album? Or is it really coming out? I'm trick or treating with my kids, and I walk past 41st, and you seen this little billboard sticker up there on 141st on an abandoned building. Like, it's like, it was poorly executed, but. It was kind of like it was being secretly done, and when you doing things that ain't right, you gotta move that way. You understand? But at the same time, we don't care nothing about that. What I care about is you sat there and talk about, oh, I lost my brothers, this, that, and the third, whatever. But you allowing these people, so that means you supposedly love your brothers, right? You're treating his kids like shit, and you're allowing strangers to be on a track, accusing your brother. You had to approve it. Did you? I mean, don't you gotta approve stuff like that?
Yeah, I didn't know about that song.
Well, it's a track on there with my dad's name on it. All I'm saying is, leave my dad out of it. That track was so unnecessary. It was only a couple of seconds. It was so unnecessary.
You could have spoke about anything, but you
You
put
could
that
have
in.
put your
spoken.
own
You
brother.
didn't even have to
That's
speak
crazy.
about that.
Yeah.
That it wasn't even him. He allowed somebody else to do, an underground artist that I don't know him. I don't know nothing about.
But he had to give him the story.
No,
But
yeah,
he had
gave
no.
him
It
right.
wasn't. Yeah, he had to give him something.
Yeah. He had to give him the
My-
story.
He had to give him
Because
something.
they didn't know nothing about that, so he
Yeah.
had to get the story.
Yeah, and I agree. You know,
like it had to approve it.
also-
Right.
That's my point. And my whole and like if my family don't see nothing wrong with that, I don't know.
So he should have brought that to the table before he did that.
see, this,
He wasn't gonna bring it to the table because it was like kind of like low key.
Yeah.
Because like I said again, when you moving and you know you ain't moving right, you going to keep it a little,
And this-
a little on the low.
This the problem. Like I said, I don't have a problem with him doing the album, but this is my
Exactly.
problem. I didn't like because I heard Dr. John like
I don't ca- and I
it's
don't
poorly
care about
executed.
that.
It do seem sneaky because
It was
reason why
real
I said it do
sneaky. I
seem
don't like that.
sneaky. You got
No, that was sneaky.
you got
Yeah,
a bunch
that
of
was not
platforms.
seen.
You got a bunch of platforms and you ain't do no promotion. You did none, and it's just like Big L album come out on Friday.
Yeah, like a lot.
Why no listening party? Why?
But
He
that's
did
what, no,
nothing.
I
He
mean,
did
they
nothing.
probably had to listen. He had to have listened to that album. He's on it. Anybody
No,
who's
he not.
on
No,
it,
no, he ain't say. He said
Oh.
listening party.
No, I know a listening party. I know. I didn't hear about no listening
No,
party.
that's
but
what
they
he
was-
just said. He said it should have been
Oh, it should have been. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should have been.
the promotion.
The docs and the
Yeah, you
And
want
mind
to
you, man, like I said, and that's my co-defendant, his brother, his other brother, Donald. But my thing is, I think it did seem
not
like
co-defended child.
it do seem like he tried to be low key with it and then popped out with it like prior doing it. Like it seemed like he ain't want nobody saying nothing to him.
Or he ain't want
Like
nobody
while
to
he's
know,
making it.
or-
Like let's say if I'm doing something, you be like da da. Or I don't want none of his input. So once it's done, it's like nothing you can do.
Yeah, once it's done, it's
Yeah.
done. And like I said, moving forward, I don't care what he do. I don't care how he do it. Move on. He got to live on off Lamont name.
Big L. name.
I mean Big L name. I'm sorry, I gotta keep saying Big L.
No, I just gotta correct you for the listeners.
Like he probably have to live on that. We good over here.
No.
My dad birthed some smart kids. We are really good over here. But my whole point is leave him out of it. That's why I'm here today. See, I was nervous, boy. I told y'all I had to
Yeah,
get
loosen up, you loosen up.
All
Took your
kinds of
jacket
shit.
off.
I
Yeah,
had
you
to
ready,
get
you
loose. This is my first
Yeah,
time.
yeah, you ready.
But my whole why I am here is leave
Oh, we got a
my
caller.
Okay, cool.
Caller, what up? You on the beat 139?
Hey, what's up, King? How you doing? What's going on?
What's good? How you?
What's going on? Yeah. I don't like people like disrespecting Big L or Big Lee, man. You know that's not right, man. You understand what I'm saying? They need to mind their business, King. Word.
That
You know?
part.
You need to mind their business. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? You know, they're like, you don't know what you talk about. Keep your mouth closed, done.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Do not say anything about Big L or Big Lee. It's gonna be a problem on these streets.
And that's
Do not
that's
keep
my
your
problem.
mouth
That's
closed.
my-
Mind your business. Mind your business, man. You know?
and don't know the
Let them
story.
brothers rest in peace, man. You know, with
Right.
God. But other than that, keep your mouth closed, man. You know, them the homies right there, man. I love me some Big Lee and Big L, boy. I can't let you disrespect them like that. You know?
We appreciate you.
Definitely
All right,
appreciate
yeah.
you, bro.
God bless.
God bless you,
Thanks for
bro.
calling,
Thanks
bro.
for calling.
Thanks for calling.
Some close their mouth. All right, y'all be cool.
Yo,
God
your
bless
caller,
y'all.
before you go, where you from? What's your name, man?
My name is Luke from Queens, Jamaica, Queens.
Okay, thanks
Queens
for
in
the
the
call,
building.
man.
Queens
Queens
get
in the
the money.
building.
Yeah, Jamaica, Queens. Yeah, man. I'm listening to y'all talking about. I'm about to get heated out here, man. Like, yo, I can't take it no more. Let's be call you. Yo, niggas mind their business. Stop talking about Big L and stop talking
Stop
about Big
talking
Lee.
about
and then,
things
you
they
know,
don't know.
You understand what I'm saying? Close your mouth. It's none of your business. Yo, come on. Let them brothers rest in peace. You know they held Harlem down. Let them rest in peace, man.
Thank you,
I'll
brother.
let y'all go,
Appreciate
man.
it.
God bless you. Y'all be
Thank you.
safe. Keep your head up, everybody. Keep your head up, man.
Yes,
too.
sir.
Thank
you,
you.
brother.
And see, this the another. I'm glad he said something about Big L. I want the people to know. I want to restore his fan base back to him. Right now, let's go back to the beginning. Now, Big L, out of everybody, was the first one on. Right, and this the major problem he had. I remember the people from his label used to come to us and be like, yo, can you talk to him? He loved his friends. Now, mind you, L wasn't on. Everybody know, if you get it, you want to say, Doc, I'm going to get you when I'm on.
Right.
L, while he's coming up, trying to grab.
Right.
If you listen to his first album, he had Camron, and then a bunch of people he went to high school with on his album. Yeah. I swear to God, Tommy Ryan and a lot of people know, they was trying to get him with other the Columbia. He's with Columbia. He wasn't with no little label.
I was there with my grandmother opening the mailbox.
They was trying to get big artists on his album. He was saying no. Mind you, Jay-Z was coming up and he always liked the Jay-Z. Yeah. That's how Jay-Z was on his album. They was always cool. But they was like, yo, we could get this person, And he was like, nah, because when I do it, he wanted to show that he did everything on his own. Like,
right.
He didn't want to have like, oh, I made it because I got these big features. And he wanted to highlight his friends. Like his friends he went to high school with, Camron, and then like, Gruff and people like that. He wanted to put them on. Everything about L showed that it's about his peoples.
Right.
See, they and that's why it upset me when I see them dudes say that. He should take Mase with him on tour, and he fucked with Mase heavy. Mase is his man.
No, Mase was around.
He fucked
heavy.
with Mase.
And I was like,
they went around the
him
place,
in the park
and,
heavy.
and
I
Mase
that.
always try to say, "Oh, but L wasn't on my first." Hold on, caller. He was like, Mase wasn't on. L ain't put me on his album. Anybody know L? L love you have to be a spitter. See, Camron was way more advanced than Mase. So Mase didn't make the cut because Mase wasn't that good at the time. Mase got better. But he still was grabbing them, taking them. They was going radio shows, freestyling, all this stuff. So he fucked with them. It's not like he shitted on you. And for them to say that and like not you support him. And then my thing is this. All the ruckus about him, the disrespect is loud. His album came out Friday. How come they ain't promoted on their show?
Loud.
Why you ain't the same noise you put to put him out there in a bad light? Why you ain't say,
that's what
his album out, y'all go
all
post it on your Instagram.
Not focusing on the positive things that people
Big
do.
L album, go support, get Big L. I ain't hear none of that. But when it comes to the negative, but then you sit there like, nah, I fuck with Big L. I'm just saying, like, come on, man.
Let's see what the caller got to say.
Caller.
Yes, sir.
Now, yo,
you on the beat 139?
Where you from, caller? What's your name?
Yo, my name is Rod. I'm from the Bronx. BX in the building.
BX, what up?
BX, what up?
What's good, my brothers? Come on, Vito. You know the Rod's in the building.
What's going on, man? What's happening?
How you? Ain't nothing, man. I have to show y'all some love and call up and show the support.
Appreciate it, man. All day long, man.
Yeah, man. Big L, that's my guy, man. So, I don't want to hear nothing negative about Big L. I want to hear nothing but positivity.
Right, and that's why I'm here. That's why we're here. That's why we're here, because it's
if it ain't positive, don't even entertain it, man. Don't even entertain it, because at the end of the day, that man contributed a lot to hip hop. We came up in the same era. Me, him, AG, Showbiz, Diamond D, Percy P. I can go down the list. McGruff. We all came through the same pipeline. So when y'all talking about Big L, I'm always gonna call up and show some love for him, man.
Right.
Definitely appreciate that, Rod.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yo, brother, y'all be safe out there, man.
Yo, man, keep watching us, man. We appreciate you.
And that's he hit it right on the nail. Like, the positive things. Like, what can we do moving forward? Like, even like I had mad love for Mase or whatever growing up. It's like I still don't have no ill will for them. Like, I had to forgive them for myself. For my mental, because don't get me wrong, it hurted, and I was like I was tight, like I was fuming, I was heated, and it was like, and then on top of that,
somebody calling with no caller ID. I'm gonna answer it. It's probably some bullshit.
All right, give me a minute. But it's like you doing these things.
Hold on, caller.
You doing these things.
Hey, hung up.
And you so-called feel a type of way. My father so-called did this and did that to you back in the day, but you had my brother with you. You get what I'm saying? He had my brother with him, had my brother in some of his music videos. Like, what you was with him for? You know what I'm saying? And you wasn't talking this until
Why now?
after
Why now?
after my brother died. Then you want to start mentioning his dad. You get what I'm saying? And then I see you at a funeral, and I'm looking at you, and you can't even pick your head up. So if you know what you saying, because if you know what you doing, and that's with Cam, Mase, and my Uncle Donald. If y'all know what y'all doing is right, you supposed to be able to walk with your head high. You ain't supposed to be having to tiptoe around things or sit there and apologize in the background. You get what I'm saying? It's like my whole thing is, come on now, enough is enough. Like, let's move on. Like, what is next? What is next? Ain't nobody using his name to give back to the community like for nothing. It's all selfishness. It's all for their personal gain. It's the principle. Ain't even offer us a dime. It's the principle of it. Lamar ain't have one brother. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He didn't have one brother. He had two brothers. And if you want to get technical, every which way, I don't care which album, even when they start the new album that Donald dropped out, it's my big brother, Big Lee. So what does that tell you? You only going to be mentioning somebody who played the part in your life like that when you blow up like that. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Nah, but I won't go there because he fucked with Don.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he didn't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he didn't. That's his brother. I mean, we love our brothers or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Well, I love mine, but you know, it's like that's. I'm not saying he didn't love Donald.
Nah, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. He shot Lee probably did more for him.
He didn't even got to be doing more for him.
No, but you just said
the relations.
Yeah,
the relations.
Yeah, probably.
You get what I'm saying?
Closer.
But yeah.
But he like I said, this basically is not about bashing. It's about
it's not. Really,
I just want you guys to think about that's everybody. People who wrote books,
right?
People who them guys, think about the family, think about the kids, and then it's not worth it because if you rappers, the one thing you want to keep your hood tight. You want your hood to fuck with you. You don't want to divide the hood up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got million other people you could say shit about. You know what I mean? Keep it tight. And then, like I said, God never really promoted L throughout their whole career at all. A lot of outsider guys did more for L far as promote. They never really said much good about him and like help promote him.
Right.
Make sure his birthday or his death date, he gets spins on the radio. None of that. They never did none of that. But when it comes to the negative, it was a lot of laughing, high, and kikiing. You know what I mean? I thought that was some clown shit.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not cool.
And it wasn't cool at all because it wasn't even for what. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then. Motherfuckers not stupid. When you sit there, then when you say, nah, but that's my man, I fuck with him. No, how?
Right.
How? After y'all done you threw a bone and a nigga said some weird shit and then you bow, and then you killing him. Oh, nah, that was my man. No, it wasn't. Like, cause your man, you'll know.
Right.
His death date, his even when his sign came on the block, nobody showed up.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
When he got the street sign on 40th. So my thing is, if you ain't gonna fuck with him, you don't have to fuck with him, but don't kick a nigga in the back. Especially when there's nobody here.
Right.
And I get mad because I don't be wanting to come out defending because we doing big things with the Beat 139. I don't be wanting to get involved in that nonsense, but it's like I just don't. Somebody had to say something. What up?
Hey, how's it going? This is Mike Alston. I know Laniqua very well.
Hey,
and Lenasia. Hey, how's it going? How are you?
Hi.
Hey, how are y'all?
We straight.
So I worked on, it was The Big Loss. It's a movie about Big L and Big Lee. And we wrote the movie together, me and Leroy and Laniqua and LaShawna and Lenasia and Bridget. And one thing is when we were going about to get the movie done, you know, we had to make a lot of calls to different people to try to, you know, get them involved, get them to, you know, spread the legacy or be a part of the story. and give their, their background as far as the relationships going, that type of stuff. And what was interesting to me when we were writing the movie, none of these people wanted to, be involved unless you were giving them, 50,000, 100,000, or you were giving them all the credit, you know what I mean? And it was like, this is what this is about. And this was after Leroy passed away. And we were really, it's really confusing to be like, I'm a friend of yours. And this is Fat Joe too. Because I talk about names, because I got in touch with all of them. Infrared, I think, was one of his guys at the time who introduced me and had me talking to him. But it was interesting that none of these people wanted to step up and be like, oh yeah, Big L, that's my friend. Like, I would love to see this happen. It was like none of them wanted to see it happen. None of them wanted to see the story happen because they were scared about what I was going to write and what the family was going to write about them.
Nobody wants the truth or who it's coming from. They want certain sources.
Right, and we talked about it earlier today. I told Laniqua, I said, you can spin a million lies off of one truth, but there's only one truth and a lie. And we talked about that earlier.
Right.
The situation is right now, there's nobody there to defend themselves, so a million lies can be off the truth of what Big L and Big Lee were. But if they were alive, then you would only see the lie because they wouldn't be saying anything. And if they were saying anything, it would be behind everybody else. I just, it's one of those frustrating things because what I saw a lot of was a lot of people trying to capitalize on Big L for sure. And also trying to spin it in a way that made them look bigger than what they were and what they were involved in.
Right.
Like there's even a story, that somebody told me a story when we were writing this script that Big L and Mase got into a fight one day.
They never had a fight.
It wasn't a fight? I don't know if it's true or not.
No, I'm telling you, they never had a fight. That's why I say it's a lot of... I just don't like the lies, man. My thing, if you're going to say something, just be truthful about it. Right. That's why I said, even with the book. I don't agree with writing a book, doing none of that, period. People offer me money to talk about NFL and do interviews. I've never done interviews about that because it's a sensitive situation.
Right.
And I'm not going to do it because, one, I'm a type of person, I ain't going to lie, and then I'm just not with that. I'm just going to let that shit be. Somebody else can say what they want, but my thing is a lie. Like I said, I'm going to tell you the issue L had with them. He told me personally out of his own mouth.
Yeah.
His issue was with them, when he came up, he had them on the album and he took them out of town to different places and trying to get them some rhythm. When they album came, he wasn't on Mase or Cam album. And so he didn't like that. But the shit that got him mad, Mase supposedly, I didn't hear Mase say this, but somebody went back and told L that Mase said, I'm not going to be a rapper with my career and then after my career standing on the corners. Now, everybody know that why it hurt hard? Because that's just like right now, nobody like money jokes. You know that, Vito. That hit hard because L was a signed rapper. He had some little fame or whatever. His label... It didn't work out his label. Now he unsigned. Even though he had a lot of opportunities, but at the end of the day, he ain't had the money like that. Now, he's on his own. Now he start doing his little thing, selling dust. He's out there.
And starting
and when somebody but now when somebody start talking about some money shit, now that shit gonna get you on mad. Cause now especially if you know you ain't really got it like that. I'm not gonna be one of these rappers come with an album and then back on the corners and shit. So,
and you risking a lot to be out there doing that because it's a circumstance.
So it got back to him.
Right.
That got back to him, and he didn't like that. You know what I mean? And this was later on, prior to him dying, because now he doing the his album and stuff. But that's the shit that bothered him the most because I looked out for niggas this and the third, and he wasn't on their album. And he prideful. He not gonna sit there and say to them, "Yo, why you ain't got?" He just didn't like it and kept it to himself.
Hey, so Colin, not to cut you off, Doc. So you say you wrote a script?
No.
Yeah. We actually wrote a lot of. We wrote 1,000 pages. We have a full movie, but we were also putting together a TV show. It was called The Big Loss.
Yeah, that was
But
that
it was about a lot of
brother
different
started that
stories in the
project.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother started that project. Him and my brother was working on the project before Leroy died. And you know, we tried to involve a few parties, my uncle included, and nobody didn't want to see it go nowhere. So, yeah.
Yeah, it turned into like one of those things where we were just like.
And I told him, I said I could help whatever I could do, but I was busy doing, you know, I do my own thing. But I was like, you know, I said I always help him, you know, whatever he need for us, you know what I'm saying, support. Right. But I remember him coming to me. He asked me to fuck with him on that, and I remember him. I think I know who this guy is.
Yeah, because we try to include everybody. That's the thing about us and our hearts. We try to include everybody. We don't try to leave people out. Like, it's enough money out here for everybody. Everybody can eat. You get what I'm saying? It's billions and trillions of people out here. Like, everybody can
else
eat.
do it but us. You know what I mean?
You get what I'm saying? And it's like, you have a person like Big L who had a great fan base. And you know, they... after all these years, still want more. You get what I'm saying? Still want more. It's like, give them what they need, but leave the negative things out of it. Yeah. Like, they could have put an album out and left that alone. Like, and it's real hurtful. Like, when it comes from your own people. Mm-hmm. That, like how they moving, it kind of, like, really hurts. You get what I'm saying? But while we here today... because I got to get back home to my kids, so I'm going to just cut this, like, get straight to the point, is we are trying to heal. Like, we've been through a lot. I feel like we've been through enough. We deserve some peace. That's all we want. That's all, because like I said, I'm telling y'all now, like, we just want peace. We just want to, like, move on from this. Whatever y'all gonna do, y'all do. Whatever y'all gonna do behind L, we ain't fighting y'all for it. We see y'all selling t-shirts. We ain't reaching out to y'all. Like, we let y'all live. We let y'all rock. Make your money. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, other people, you can't sell a shirt or something unless, you know, if they ain't making money off of it. But we let y'all rock. We let y'all live. Like, we just trying to live, like, on our own terms. They are no longer here anymore. It's nothing. They can't defend themselves. They can't do anything. Moving forward, just leave our dad out of it. That's all I'm saying. Even because I can't, like, L, you know, people gonna talk about my uncle. Like, and they should. They should. But my whole thing is, in a positive light. If you going to talk about Harlem, come do something about what's going on in Harlem right now. Like, and what y'all don't understand, y'all sitting here messing with people mental. Life is lifing for everybody right now. We are all going through something right now. I don't care if you're even out here faking it. We are all going through something right now. So it's like I just, you know, like, that's just my point. I'm not going to keep going on with it. That's just the bottom line.
And like I said before we go, and like I said, when that rumors, he lined people up, have one person that was his friend. Who was his friend? All his friends was from the block.
And this is what I'm saying. People be in these.
How many outside friends he really had that was his homeboys that he came and they could say he lined them up to get robbed? Like, come on. Like, you can't find nobody to sit there and say, yeah, I was with him and he got me. Like, come on, quit with the jokes. And they always had, like what she said about her grandmother, God bless her dad, Pinky. Yeah. Pinky was the first one on the block. Like I said, she was the president of the Block Association. That was my first time going to, when we was kids, Great Adventures, Donny Park. And they took us, and they family was the first one with VHS. Like, we used to go to the house and watch the movies. We was like, what the fuck is that? Yo, I came back to my mom like, yo, they got where you could watch the movie over and over and over. We used to go, they're the first one with VHS.
Yeah, my grandmother always
Nobody had that shit. Nobody had, and that was like a talk of the town. So they always had shit. It's not like they was fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? For them to sit there and like, he's a grimy. He getting people robbed, and like I said, he always had. Even when he fell off with the music, he still always had. Never like he's funky. He's a big time gambler, but he took a hit down. First time ever. Now he like, fuck that. My brother's in jail. Both his brothers in jail, and he start selling his little dust to try to get a little money. So that's what got him mad when motherfuckers say, like, now you fucked up. That get any nigga mad. Like, oh, Vito's getting money now. Look at Vito. You know it got some truth to it. That really gonna burn you up. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you? So that got him mad. But it was never no fight and nothing. It's just like it's easy to lie and say something when people not.
And it be so funny to me. Wait, sidebar. It be so funny to me with some of these stories though. You gotta chuckle sometimes. You gotta laugh because people be kind of like inserting themselves in my dad's shoes as like they punked him. And if you know who my dad was, he wasn't no punk. My dad was a pussy. You could tell from us, his kids. We don't play. He was never. It was never that. Never. It was never that. So it's kind of like when these people be like as if they punk my dad or something. It just it's funny, but some of the stories are really not funny because y'all don't understand like where some of these stories can take it. Like Lamar had a huge fan base, but other people have like huge fan bases as well. Like some of these stories can actually put our lives in danger. That's what people don't understand too. You get what I'm saying? These stories, like all us being put out there, could put. But
it's whack though. Not to cut you off, sis. To talk about anybody when they ain't here to defend themselves.
Exactly.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Like they gone, man. Let them rest in peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you family, you gonna feel it. You know, like I mean, if a family member of mine passed away and I hear somebody talking about whether they hear or not, I'm gonna say something to them because, yo, Chan, why you talk? You know what I mean? Like that's why. And they not here to defend themselves.
Especially if you know it's lies about it.
It's like come on.
It's a little bit hard with some of the stuff.
Like I said, I wasn't there. I wasn't even here. But I've been in situations where I could have lost my life. Like I'm literally there, like thinking like I'm about to get killed. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga like woo and outnumbered. You know what I mean? I got my thing on me, but it's like outnumbered. Even if I get off some, it's over. He's dead. I'm dead. It's over. He's still. I'm like, yo. He. Everybody know. Even it's so much shit I never, and the only niggas in the block know this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's no way, you can't say Town he tucked his tail. To me, he was like extra tough, and I'm like, to a point where it's stupid at the end of the day.
Nah, yeah.
It's stupid where, like, bro, like, there's no need for that. Like, you know what I mean? You doing a little too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? You doing too much.
Talking about my dad.
Nah, but you doing too much. Like, niggas, at the end of the day, the smart thing to do, easy, and you, even the niggas who you talking to not even aggressive. You the only one aggressive. Like, niggas, shut up. You know what I'm saying?
We kind of like, I mean, shoot, even we like that. That's what I'm saying. They sit there and they go off of.
But it's not y'all like that just for Bridget is wild.
Yeah, my mom wild.
Bridget is wild.
My mom is wild.
Bridget the only person I know in her 50s still having fights.
Don't play with my mother like that, okay? Don't do that.
Motherfuckers, they probably had fights today. Last fight, nigga might have 20-something years old. She's still having fights.
I'm chilling right now. I be sitting.
You got a lot of fights.
Scoop. All right.
You got a lot of fights.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, Nay? Right, Nay?
Shoot. Hey,
as quiet as a cat, I'm fighting the gates right now.
Nah, but at the end of the day, we want this.
At the end of the day,
we don't want no back and forth, all that. Just be respectful and be mindful of the kids. Like she said, she doing her thing. She's a professional stylist.
Soon Nate to be. Stay tuned.
Nate is a school teacher. A school teacher, and Lishana is a doctor, not a nurse, a doctor. So
the DOC.
A DOC. She's a doctor. So at the end of the day, it's nobody want the back and forth. Nobody doing some clout.
We didn't come here for that. We don't want no back and forth. We want to be left out of it.
Me and Vito was together. She came. I didn't want her doing it. But then when she said, I'm going other place, I said,
I was going somewhere. It was going to be heard.
I said, I'd rather come here where I could manage it where we gonna manage it where it don't get too crazy. So at the end of the day, it's not about hurting feelings, people going back and forth. Just be respectful and understand how things affect kids. People don't never think about how, like, even we make choices, we may be wilding out on shit, but then we get dead on jail. We good.
Yeah, they good.
It's the kids that get affected.
Suffer. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And on that, though, the kids don't want you doing it anyway. They just want you home.
Yeah, they want you. Yeah,
They just want you home.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to get all that money. I just want you home.
Right.
And it's like
You know
the
what I'm
story
saying?
you said with your son. Like when it comes, that's always sensitive. And it's like they'll be sensitive over you, protective over you.
Right.
When you told us about the story with your son, and you like, luckily, because you'd probably be in jail to this day. That's your son. Yeah. Motherfuckers going out for their kids.
For their kids.
Crazy.
Yes.
Motherfuckers going out, like, you just don't do it. So you gotta think about the kids at the same time, and the parents, how even when Rod was here, he talked about the love he poured in for his daughter and stuff like that. Like these non-stories. It's not like something that had to be told. Stop, just leave it alone.
Like, yeah.
You getting money.
Yeah.
It's not, that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
You emmed up. Like, why come to be emmed up, you getting money, and you come back here to be stirring up pots?
You're not even pouring, you're not even pouring back into people. Like, it's like people are just draining the cup, not pouring into the cup. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Let's start pouring into the cup. It's too many kids out here, even on 40, if they own block, that need it. Like, we, like that, to be honest, a lot of this stuff effed up a lot of people.
It did.
We were living differently. Like, it was different on that block. We used to
Everybody
have
was
fun.
good,
We was family. Everybody was good. Like, it was like really a bad example, because we used to look up, like my generation, we used to look up to them. Mm-hmm. Like NFL, you couldn't tell us nothing about them. Mm-hmm. And we was robbed of that after, that happened. And it started to trickle down. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like, mentally out here, a lot of people are mentally effed up. A lot of people are depressed. Me being one, I'm coming up out of it. And that's where I just started a new Instagram. I'm sharing my story. Because people be so ashamed of their story that they don't understand that they might help the next person. Mm-hmm. You might help the next person that's trying to struggle to get up out of that can't get up out of that. And it's like me, I used to drown myself in alcohol, not knowing that that was a depressant. I had went and got my own help in the program. So, and started learning different things and how to cope with it. So where now I'm like working out every day and doing, certain things to get like really back to myself. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like some people we need to start focusing on and pouring into each other. We need to stop. I'm just saying, stop the madness.
That's why I'm proud what we do at the Beat 139.
Yeah, and that too.
We very proud. We give back. Everybody said, and I ain't gonna lie, it be tough days. Like I said, we spend our own money and stuff. It'd be tough days, but Keith, Vito, all us, they'd be like, yo, we do for the community.
Right.
We do for the community.
No, y'all do.
We heavy in the community. Right, Vito?
100%. 100%. I mean, we got to end the interview, but like we say, we do a lot of community, but all them dudes who got the record deals and all that type of stuff, I ain't gonna say no names, that's doing their thing. They ain't doing nothing. But they repping Harlem, they claiming Harlem, they talking all that, but they ain't spending none of that rap money on none of them blocks they came from. You know what I mean? They put up a new basketball court to make it better. Nothing.
Right.
Like they gave out free turkeys for Christmas time and toys
shout
for
out
kids.
To Miss Laverne, because Miss Laverne be looking out for that park, child.
Yeah, and shout out to Miss Laverne and Dice.
Yeah, and Dice. Miss Laverne, yeah.
They had that tournament. Now, I'm glad you brought that up.
Dice with that tournament,
They had that
shout
tournament for 20. The tournament we give back.
Mm-hmm.
We give back. We do book back drives with Dice, right? And
we're
gonna do it every year with Dice.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do some things with Dice. And
he's been doing that for a long time.
They've been doing it for 20-something years, and not one time they got donations. Got some money from them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not one time in 20-something years
Right.
Now, one time they did it. So shout out Miss Laverne. You know Laverne.
And
Rapping
yeah,
woman, right?
Yeah.
Miss Laverne and Dice.
Dice, you know Dice.
And
That's her
seriously,
son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like share her on my platform because she be needing help with that park, you know, like, and that's the thing, like, you know, our elders, like, you know, they getting older, they need people to take the torch. We need people to take the torch and keep it moving.
Yeah.
It's like me here at my big old age. I'm about to be 40 years old,
Oh, wow.
but I'm getting it together because I see, like, you know, it's like certain things like growing up. If you don't know no better, you can't do better.
Mm-hmm.
And you get what I'm saying? And like we didn't, like, my mom didn't know, like, to get mental health and stuff for us when we first took that loss. You get what I'm saying? And it's like history repeats itself. So, like, you know, my daughter Tanaya, who's here today, she lost her uncle at the same age that I lost Lamont. You get what I'm saying? But I was able to get her some help. And get her, you know, like, you know, and then, you know, got to work on my next daughter. But I was able to get them some help. These kids do not have the resources. And I can't, like, I'm working on something right now, but like I said, I have to get it together, but I'm working on something right now. But these kids need more resources. They don't got no community rooms that they could go to or they could turn to. You know, and no programs. Well, the programs y'all have y'all have a program yourself with teaching kids, but like,
we
the
need
podcast.
more. We need more.
We need more of the programs for the kids because it's like after school, our kids have nowhere to go.
And that's why they
this
get
is
caught
why
up and
we
they get
have
caught
the
up in the
YNs as per
The
the
YNs,
last
the
show.
YNs,
Per the last show.
Running around crazy.
The YNs, boy.
Listen. I would like to hear some words from you before we end this interview. Give your last words of adding on to what your sister talking about. Come on, give him something. How you feel?
I completely agree. Working with the youth every single day, you kind of see some of the cracks that's in the system. I think the biggest thing to leave off with is this is not something that we're trying to blow up any bigger than it should have been. It's we came to say our piece and we want to leave it there.
Right.
And as far as how we can't be responsible for the interviews, the words that people say, but all we're asking for is for people to be mindful because consequences have action. Like, actions have consequences, and we want to make sure that leave our kids, be good over here. Leave us alone.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
Yeah.
And had it not even gone this far, y'all wouldn't even know who we was.
Right. Well, they know me now.
That's all
Miss
we want.
Personality.
Yeah.
We just want to be left alone. We're thriving. We're good. Just, respect my uncle for what he put out, the legacy that he left when he passed away. Big L's legacy meant something, or we wouldn't even be talking about him.
Clearly.
So make sure that as positive, as enjoyable as he was as a person, we carry that into the legacy that he left. His fans deserve that. Right. And his legacy deserved that. So let's not try to taint his legacy because that's not what he lived for. And it's definitely not what he died for.
Right.
And
that was well said,
and that's
Nate.
what I'm
That's
talking
well
about.
said, Nate.
And Jay,
Yeah. But if,
Go buy a Big L album, y'all. Go support it.
he definitely lyrical. I never met the brother, but I listened to a lot of his tracks. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely one of them great MCs, lyrical MCs that, if he would never pass away like him, Pac and Biggie, this rap game would have been totally different, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, them dudes had it, but unfortunately they passed away. But they with the Lord right now. They chilling. They angels and they watching over us all. So, young lady, being that you officially from 139, right?
I'm officially.
Close this joint out, man. You officially from 139. What's happening?
Yeah, y'all, we closing it out. SO, we on the best show.
Right.
On the beat 139. Pew, pew.
That's right. I understand.
Y'all give y'all links, you and
Yeah,
Nate.
I got my little new Instagram, focusing on my life story, my little depression, what I've, been going through, and I'm, ready to carry the people with me. So yeah, y'all can find me at Lonnie Lee. It's Lonnie World on all platforms. That's YouTube. Is ITZLANIILEE. That's YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram right now. But yeah, and for future endeavors, giving back to the community. If you want to reach out and want to be a part of something, which I would not mention right now, you can email Lamont Big L Coleman for nonviolence at gmail.com. Cause we're focusing on the community.
If you want to get your glam on, or you feel kind of sick, you got the doc over here.
No, that's not the
school teacher. If you need to step your mouth up.
She lay low.
Right, the doc, she lay low.
She the cool.
And right here, if you want to get your glam on, come.
Don't call me because I'm about to retire myself. I'm just joking. Just have a coin.
All right, so we thank you for coming to the show. Sharing the story, about your family. May they rest in peace. And y'all keep y'all names out their mouth, all right?
Yeah, please.
You're listening to The Beat 139. Harlem's #1 podcast. Featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash.
139.